Hi everyone, welcome to Soulbeat Tarot. I'm doing this reading today for the zodiac sign of Libra. That is for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or if you're just really drawn to this video, I would say that it's for you. This is a timeless reading, so whenever it finds you, it is for you. Please take what resonates and leave whatever doesn't behind. So, this is so exciting. Look at how many snake cards you got. You got 4 snake cards. You got the death card, which just, I mean, this reading just screams transformation and healing. And it seems like there is some sort of wish here to be a healer. And in the process of becoming a healer, you would have to go through major transformations yourself. I mean, the snake symbolizes death, rebirth, transformation, but then you also got the death card. So it's, I mean, it just seems like you are either just beginning the journey of healing yourself and having total transformation, or you've been on that journey for a while. I love that the Cedar card came out. So Cedar, so many things about Cedar that I love. It's one of my favorite trees. You know, it smells so good. But cedar trees they take a really long time to grow. They're a very hard wood, so they grow very, very slowly. They naturally repel insects. The healing properties that they have, I think it's one of 4 different like sacred medicines that it's like top 4 sacred medicine. It's a natural diuretic. It's good for your liver. I drink it sometimes. Well, I don't anymore because I have finally healed myself enough that my periods aren't crazy anymore. So that made me think of, you know, snakes are a symbol of divinity also. And if you're on this path of healing and like finding your divine purpose and tapping into your own divinity, I want to say there would be a point where, you know, you would heal yourself so much that you would finally connect to, because you know, in a lot of cultures when you get your period, that's like a sacred time, you know, and it's not meant to be. I know years ago when I used to get my period, it was awful. It was like a week of hell, and I would get such bad period cramps. And they say that the more in alignment that you are, the less your periods affect you. And it's true. I swear to God, I don't even. It's so different now for me when I get. I feel weird that I'm talking about my period, but it just seems important to the process of this. So, you know, it feels more sacred to me when I get my period, and I don't have period cramps like I used to. I don't get the moodiness and the mood swings and all of that. I don't have to take any sort of. I used to love Pamprin. Oh my God, I used to eat Pamprin like it was my job. But it's like healing yourself to the point where you finally see the sacred divinity in things within your life and processes within your body. And what do I want to say? Of course, I'm not going to be able to think of the word that just popped into my head and then very quickly left. Just taking time out for yourself and realizing the importance of certain cycles of your life, I guess you want to say, you know. And for women, that is a very important part of our life, you know, until we hit the age of menopause. And I'm sure that is also a very important part of the cycle of life. I'm just not there yet, so I can't really, from personal experience, speak of what that would mean for you. But yeah, cedar it's just very healing. And then when I think of the fact that it repels, like there's a repelling aspect to your journey also, when you get to this, when you awaken, you start to see the things that are for you and the things that are not for you. So you would naturally be able to, well, I'm thinking of like a vibrational thing, when you're of a higher vibration, like the lower vibrational things are gonna kind of be repelled from you, and realizing that would be a big thing. It's something that I think about, of how like if I'm having a bad day, I have things come into my awareness that aren't usually there if I'm like really having a good day. But anyway, so with this death card, all I can think of is, coming to a place where you realize the gifts that the universe is trying to bestow upon you, and like the cycles of life and the things that we go through in order to be able to receive those gifts. And if you have a wish to be a healer, or you are a healer, and you're you're going through this rebirth process, you're going to start seeing the good things come into your life, the things that the universe wants to be able to hand to you. But before, maybe you weren't in a place to receive those things, I just keep looking at this healer card. It's like you've become, or you will become, big enough in your healing journey, you have enough strength, you have enough knowledge that, now you're attracting other people to be able to help them. It's like that is your journey, is that you were put here to help other people. And in order to be able to do that, you had to help yourself first. I took a picture of the cards for my thumbnail, and then as I was afterwards, I was really drawn to this. It's full of sand. All this sand keeps falling out of it, which seems important. Like, doing away with things that no longer serve you. But it just feels like, growing yourself, growing a backbone. It's made me think of, so you got expectation and allowing in reverse, and it just feels like coming to a place where you realize how important not having expectations are, and how important like boundaries are, and the things that the things that are for you, and the things that you allow to be in your life, because they're going to help you grow. And holding back on the things that aren't for you, and also just the energy of not having expectations for things, because putting expectations on things a lot of times could hold you back. If you are expecting a very certain outcome, you're most likely going to be disappointed, because a part of this process would be, I'm seeing this looks like wind to me. Like, this is the symbolism of wind blowing, and just allowing things to come into your life because you don't have expectations, because you're not looking too far into the future. You're you're staying in the moment and you're focusing on the things that make you better. And so with the cobra, the snake, and the crocodile, of course, this card always makes me think of, I think it actually talks about this in the book too, you know, your life force, that it says that there, you know, that there's a snake coiled at the bottom of your spine, and it contains your Shakti energy or your life force energy. And when you awaken that, you know, major transformations happen. I'm thinking of Kundalini. You know, I've said this before, but I took a Kundalini yoga class, and I'm telling you, if you haven't, it's something that you might want to try. It is life-changing. But yeah, to awaken that energy and to find the hidden things within yourself that need to be released, but also to find the hidden things within yourself that you're really good at, like being a healer. I just heard sacred divinity, you know, well, if you're on this healing journey, it's going to be so many things, you know, the masculine and the feminine and the balance and the duality, and just building a solid life structure, goal, just building something for yourself. And I'm thinking again of the cedar, of, you know, the healing properties of it. And I totally just forgot what I was going to say. Must be it's not that important. Okay, so I just want to, I love that there's sand all over here now. Okay, so when I draw your cards out, I draw cards, and then I take the underlying for most of them. This was overall energy cards, so I didn't take the underlying for that, but the underlying for this was so big. Actually, I think I'm just gonna lay them out like this. So you got the swan, the bat, the dragon, the cheetah, and the frog. So I always get a mirroring energy from this, which makes me think of, you know, on a healing journey, eventually there would be a realization of how the people in your life mirror the things within you, whether that's, you know, good or bad. There's a lesson there to be learned from people in your life, and why they're in your life, and what they're possibly trying to show you. And it's like they're trying to show you the things, your abilities, for things that are unseen. Like bats, you know, they fly at night, they use their sonar, right? Whatever that thing is that they use, to be able to see. So it's like the hidden abilities that you've had within you that, throughout this process of healing and building yourself, you've discovered. You know, I'm thinking of like psychic abilities and stuff like that, stuff that you can't really, they're not tangible things, but you know that they're there. You know that you can read other people's energies, and like there's always a communication, like a vibrational communication that's going on between you and other people. And how can that be beneficial for you or detrimental for you? Like the learning process of the rebirth process of finding yourself and healing yourself, so that you can step into this, all of your abilities, which seems to be, you know, a wish to be a healer. The lion card, I always think of the Emperor. Like, I get very much Emperor vibes from this card, you know, so maybe you had to like really work on your masculine. The Dragon card speaks of an ego death, you know, which is not an easy thing to go through, but again, it's about seeing the things in other people that are in you, you know. And again, the good of it and the bad of it, you know. When you get angry about something or triggered by something, you know, there's a lesson in that for you, and learning those lessons would be part of having an ego death. And you know, ego is a good thing, but it can also really twist things for us because it wants to protect us. It wants to keep us safe. It wants to keep us where we are, you know. So seeing those things, and then having like fast movement towards the things that are meant for you, because once you have a healthy ego, you know, and you've integrated your shadow, things are just going to be like, you're going to be able to see things more clearly. You know, you can stand there and I don't know, I'm thinking of like seeing someone that you used to be friends with, who maybe along this process has kind of fallen away, because as you grow, things fall away from your life that no longer are a vibrational match for you. So it's almost like this fast movement away from things that aren't for you, and towards things that are for you, towards things that are going to heal you and just make you the best person, the best you that you can be, so that you can step into this life purpose, this, yeah, soul purpose, soul mission, whatever you want to call it. The processes of that. And I guess I just feel the need to say, you know, if you've been on this journey for a long time, and these are the things that you've realized already, and that you've been able to use to move you forward, you know, good job, well done. And if you're new to this journey, you know, there may be, I just keep thinking of shadow work, you know, and really feeling into the energy of, you know, what things are for you and what things are not for you, because that's a major part of your death and rebirth and your transformation into this life purpose. It's really, it's an amazing energy, you know. I'm being drawn back to this, and I never noticed how, I don't know if you can, I guess maybe you can't see it on here. I don't know why that doesn't, maybe that's better. It's very porous. And it just makes me think of absorption, you know, the things that you would absorb before you realize the things that aren't for you. But also on the other spectrum of that, the things, once you do realize, you know, the things that aren't for you, and you have good boundaries, and you realize the things that are for you, and it would be an absorption of, it's like a flipping, you know. You've gone from absorbing other people's negative energy because you didn't realize that you were so sensitive to other people's energies, to realizing the good things that are for you, and then absorbing those good things, and having that, you know, heal you and transform you. And then, you know, the sand falling out symbolizing the things that fall away, and to, you know, to be grateful for those things, to realize why they came into your life, and how they built you up and made you the person, or, you know, if you're beginning on this journey, that to realize those things as they're happening and having gratitude for that. You know, I speak about this a lot, but gratitude is a major thing, especially if you're down about something. I'm pretty sure I just spoke about this in my last reading. You know, if you're down about something, to be able to have gratitude for the things that you do have, and the things that you've learned, is a really wonderful thing. All right, oh, actually my cards are backwards. All right, Spirit, can we get an advice card for Libra? Oops, having trouble shuffling. Yeah, if Cedar's something that you've never looked into, that might be something that's really important for you on this journey. You know, it might be something that you need at this time for your healing. You got the card of memories. Your memories are like diamonds in the treasure chest of your spirit. More and more memories are arising within you. Remember the happier moments with your loved ones who are here in the spirit world, for neither time nor distance can stop the energy of love that you have for one another. It's funny, as I was reading this card, I was actually getting distracted by like my own things that are going on in my life, and, you know, trying to figure out the things that are for me and the things that are not for me, because that, you know, it is a difficult process to sometimes to have people not really be as big of a part of your life as they used to be, because you've grown past that. I don't know, it just seemed important to say that, to focus on, well, if you're going to focus on that, you know, focus on the gratitude of that and the things that those people brought you while they were a part of your life, and then the gratitude for what the universe is going to bring you in the future. I also want to read the card that was on the bottom. It says, stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. And again, it brings me back to this, you know, knowing what is for you and what is not for you. So it just seems like a super important message is coming out about, you know, the hardship of letting things go that aren't for you. And even with this wish card, like, you know, the wish, it's like, this is the wish, but in order for you to get the wish, there's things that will need to fall away. And like, my throat chakra is actually kind of getting tight while I'm saying this. And it just makes me think of how hard, you know, how hard that was for me, you know, for myself on my journey. The realizing when people were no longer meant to be in your life, and it is hard, you know, but there's just a need to focus on the things that are for you, and the good memories, and to try not to dwell on the sadness of losing someone, because, you know, if someone is, I feel like I say this a lot, if someone is meant to be in your life, they will return to your life, you know, and maybe it's just a temporary, or maybe it's someone that needs to go for good, but they're, you know, at the end of this reading, it's just, you know, you have done amazing things for yourself. That's what I feel. And you have amazing wishes and goals for yourself. And in order for you to reach those, there's going to be a need to let go of people, places, things that no longer serve you, and to just have gratitude for the time that they were in your life, and release them, maybe for the time being or maybe forever. But you know, this energy, your energy is just amazing, and I just want to thank you for being here. I guess I don't know, it gives me a kind of hope, and I hope that it gives you a kind of hope to know that you're on this special path, and you know, good things are coming for you because of the hard work that you are either putting in or have put in, you know. So congratulations. I do hope this resonated. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you back next time. Bye.